So, Brendan, we are currently recording this after a couple days after Labor Day, and many people kind of view Labor Day as being the kind of both unofficial yet official end of summer, solely because, after August, people are finally back in school. All your summer vacations have been completed. Yes, according to the actual rotation of the Earth around the sun, summer still goes on for a few more weeks, but we kind of are now heading into that fall mindset. So a lot of the things we did for summer are kind of drawing to a close.
Yeah, I mean, the summer season is done. Because it's getting cooler. The nights are it's not 80, 85 degree all night, and the air conditioning isn't on all night anymore. Now it's leave the window open. We're in the 60s, the 50s overnight, and only getting into like 75 during the day these days. So the atmosphere is very different than it was a month ago.
Yeah, right. So with that type of temperature change, people kind of wanting to do a lot of grilling and the outside might take a bit of a dip and a reduction. Definitely Labor Day is the last big, outdoor barbecuing type of holiday for that. People still do a lot of their grilling because they'll probably do their turkey, smoking and frying come Thanksgiving, but now we're kind of rolling it back.
Have you ever tried to, I mean, I know you have a propane grill, but do you grill during the winter?
Not outside, no.
Okay.
No, I don't do any of that, no.
I tried to once in November, maybe a couple of years ago, and the rate, how rapidly the grill loses heat is shocking. And it wasn't even 20 degrees outside. It was 40 or 50. And I grill on coal. And so it was sort of holy shit, I can barely get through this first round of 4 burgers with these coals, and it's just done. Right. I did not realize it was that bad. Difficult.
And with my propane, I know that based upon the external temperature outside of the actual propane tank, it'll either condense the gas or it'll make it expand. And I have a special, you might have seen it, it's this gauge that I hook up directly to the tank, and then I have my actual gas line to the burners of my grill, and that gauge itself will show the amount of, gas that is still available based upon various types of temperatures that exist externally. So it's not 100% accurate, but it's a decent fail-safe where you don't want to run into that scenario where you possibly have guests over for a cookout and you're like, oh crap, I'm dead and I've only cooked one side of these hamburgers. So now I got to run inside and nuke them in the microwave.
I say into the microwave.
Yeah. So with the end of the summer grilling season, there's really not a lot of the outside get-togethers, burgers, hot dogs, macaroni salad, barbecue, types of, pies and salads and stuff like that go with it. One of those types of side dishes that a lot of people will bring will be either the party size potato chip bag or the family size potato chip bag. It depends upon the manufacturer as to what the actual amount that you get in those bags.
It depends on if they're marketing to depressed in single people or to full families. The party size is for depressed single people. The party size is for families. Family size is for families.
Family size for families, yeah. So based upon that, it's always interesting to see what type of preference towards a side potato, deep fried potato dish people like to have throughout the country based upon where they live regionally. And as many viewers of the show for a long time know, we love our infographic maps of various types of things.
We do.
We are our biggest videos tend to be the end of the previous year review, start of the new year for the P-Hub website, which we will be coming upon in a few months. But since we're done with summer now, we would like to take one that takes a look at snack foods, particularly those of the potato chip variety.
It's a different kind of P-Hub. It's the potato chip hub map of the United States.
Yes, it is. And just like the other one, it's a state by state type of thing. You could also break it into regions and general geographic types of selections here.
Somewhat. There's a major foothold of one particular brand.
Correct. Through most of the country, it almost looks like an electoral map. In a sense, if you actually gave like the Greens and the Libertarians an actual foothold in some of these places. But this is based upon Instacart, and I think I can't really tell because my actual team's picture is on the bottom there, but I think it's from it ends July 4th of July, 2024. When was the beginning of that?
Appeared by state between June 28th to July 4th.
Okay, so within about a week's time. So last year's, I guess you would say, based upon purchases via Instacart and things like that, they were able to take a look at this. So taking a look at this, it basically breaks down which brand of, I would say, potato chip, possibly even just bagged snack food, by brand was very popular in different states.
I'm pretty sure these are all chips. These are all chips.
Okay, so potato chips. Okay, because a lot of these companies also make a lot of other types of products and things like that. Okay, there we go.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So taking a look at it very easily, the most popular color and brand correlation to that would be Ruffles of the burgundy variety. It's the top seller there in Alaska. It also has a pretty big foothold here in the mountain states, along with the Southwest, like Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, and then also from Wisconsin, kind of all the way down to the east bank of the Mississippi River. It's pretty much all Ruffles territory. Are you a fan of Ruffles, or are you more of Ruffles a Lay's or Jay's man?
Ruffles is my go-to cookout chip.
Okay.
If I'm grilling for 4th of July or for Labor Day, Memorial Day, random day, and it's like I'm going to pick up a chip brand. Mm-hmm. Good hearty Ruffles is what I will go with because it has a lot of structural integrity. Lay's are more of a making like boiling hot dogs for the family. And then it's just kind of a more lackadaisical chip. They're not nearly as intense and thick and well constructed.
It's very airy and light.
It's like you get the little yellow bag, with your hot lunch meal at school.
You might as well get, like, if you're rather than buying Lay's, you might as well get the store brand version, which is called Ray's potato chips.
Don't be a sap, Dad. These are just crappy knockoffs.
I know a genuine Panaphonics when I see it. And look, there's Magnet Box and Sorny.
Well, we also in Chicago have Jay's.
We do, yeah. Which Jay's, and then another brand I remember from my youth was Vintner's. Or Vinny's.
Yeah, Vintner's.
I think,
Vintner's.
And it had the potato chip bag playing the saxophone with the sunglasses. Looked like Bill Clinton as a food item.
That's not something I remember.
I did. My mom used to go to Cub Foods or Jewel, and she would get like a longer. Your mom might have done the same thing. It was like a box with cellophane, and it had like I think like a dozen of the small snack size kind of bags in it.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
And I remember it had like the little potato chip bag playing the saxophone. And I don't see them anymore in stores, but we get them for the boys now, and it's just like in a box now.
Oh my. I had no memory of this until, it's funny, this is in the Chicago history, so this must be a local brand.
Hopefully still around. They call it history.
Well, Vintner's is still around.
Okay, good. Vintner's. Vinny, there he is.
There's your Vin.
Now, Vintner started in 1926 on the South Side with 5 stores selling many products. The company only survived the Great Depression by pivoting to sell salty snacks to taverns.
Vinny, the Chicago-style snacks.
Epic Sax bag.
I had no memory of this character. But now that as soon as I saw him, I was like, oh, there he is. Mm-hmm. There you are, Vinny.
There you are, Vinny. Yeah, it was definitely and they were kind of like the light, crisp kind, like the Jay's potato chips.
Jay's have more of they're a little bit thicker. And they have like more of a like I remember them having a skin a little bit they were unskinned potatoes.
They weren't like totally peeled.
They weren't
the
peeled.
other ones do. Yeah.
But those are like I still consider Vintners and even Lay's. I know that technically it's not, but they're more on the discount spectrum. Ruffles were firmly in the this is top shelf chip category. You're going to pay a premium for them.
Yeah.
But it's not like the top shelf.
Yeah. I would have to say also with Ruffles, because of the structural integrity and the design behind it by engineers, when you opened up a bag, you really didn't come across many just completely just shattered pieces like you would with like a Jay's.
Jay's and Lay's,
Lay's.
Basically they used broken chips to insulate the regular chips.
Correct.
So
usually, yes. Some companies would use air. Jay's would use
other
bodies
chips.
of the chips.
Fallen comrades were used.
Yeah.
So
Vintners, I think, was also. I was a big fan of their. Was it the sour cream and onion ones? It was a pretty good one. I remember they had kind of a thicker layer than some other brands would be. So it was kind of like nice to like enjoy them afterwards, and such like that.
It's such a weird flavor to have become just a common accepted. Sour cream and onion is such a random mainstream. It sounds like something that should be coming out of Korea.
It was like was it the matcha Kit Kats from Japan?
Yeah, it's like the matcha Kit Kats from Japan, sour cream and onion from Korea.
It's not bad. Well, I think it's kind of like a nice thing because it also is where, rather than having to purchase the little tub of the like the French onion dip, they kind of combine that into like a powder form that they sprinkle on top, and then you can dip it again in the dip.
Well, that's just crazy, Alex. What are you doing? You're dipping.
You become Caligula.
Exactly. That's a little too decadent for my taste.
Right. So, speaking of Lay's, Lay's has a strong focus in the Central Plains states there. We've got Iowa, it being popular, along with Nebraska and Kansas. So that's a solid trifecta.
True middle America.
Yeah, true, salt of the earth type of people, good hardy farm folk. The Nebraska pipeline type of offensive line. And then apart from that, they do have a significant stronghold in the Empire State of New York City, which I'm kind of surprised about because I would think they would have their own homegrown brand, unless Lay's possibly is from there. I'm not certain, but I just feel like Lay's is a very national brand. So the fact that it's the number one in New York probably has something to speak to it of some sort. Anything to add to that?
No, it's just like I said, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Lay's is in the same price bracket as Ruffles, but from my recollection, and I just bought Ruffles for Labor Day, I swear the Lay's were $1 or $2 cheaper than getting the Ruffles.
That's
Ruffles,
a significant difference these days.
The normal, I just got a normal Ruffles bag. I didn't get the party or the family pack, but it was $6.99 at Jewel Osco for the regular pack.
And that's just deep fried potatoes.
Yeah, well, but they're delicious.
Yeah. They are. That's true. Yeah. Oh, you know what? If you have a mandolin slicer and an air fryer, could make your own fries.
I have to say that I don't want to like spoil anything, but I do think that the butterfly fries.
Toot your own whistle.
Well, not to my own whistle, but just say, like, all of these fries are great, or all these chips are great, but I do think that the butterfly fries that you get from like Fairgrounds are like my favorite form of potato. If you get a good. Now, why is everything with tiny pictures? Trying to do two things at once. Trying to get a proper size photo of this, but they're all baby sized. All right, whatever. These guys,
the pull aparts.
The pull-apart butterfly fries is what I knew them as at the state fairs and the county fairs, which we're going into county fair season now, which is always nice with the the cooler weather. But you get a little bit of hot sauce, a little bit of malt vinegar and salt on these guys.
Yes.
Oh, it is perfection.
Solid.
This is top chip.
Top chip. Just need a little bit of deep fried fish with that, and
That's a whole other ball game.
A whole other ball game. So after the Lays, we started getting to some more kind of select regional types of favorite chip brands. Although I would say they're kind of still popular, but they definitely don't have a big type of national following.
There's a few here that I have never heard of.
Yeah. After that, I would say probably Pringles would be the next brand that most people know about. Which is technically, I think it's like potato powder flakes or something like potato flakes that are compressed and baked or fried or something like that.
I consider them to be like the potato chip of the future, like in the 60s.
Space. Yeah, it's like astronaut ice cream, but it's like astronaut potato chips.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they come in a special tube that looks very astronautical. And stuff
the government sends it to you in the pneumatic tube in your apartment complex. It's just like your potato chips have arrived.
Yep. They are the number one chip of Missouri, Ohio, and Alabama, which is an interesting combination right there.
I just think it's weird that the Pringles is number one anywhere.
Yeah. I guess they probably have local recipes that probably use them in some interesting way.
I love me some Pringles, don't get me wrong. I'm not dissing Pringles. I would never diss any particular chip. But I just find it odd that a Pringle as progressive or a chip as progressive as Pringles is top anywhere. It's a controversial chip, I would think.
Yeah. After that, we've got some other ones. One that a lot of people might know about would be Kettle Brand. Kettle Brand dominates the entire Pacific coastline, Washington, Oregon, and California. Kettle Brand, I believe that's something that most of the time I've had those would happen to be if I'm going to a sandwich shop. Particularly Potbellies is the one that comes to mind for the Kettle Brand.
Yeah, it's funny because Kettle Brand, is that kettle cooked?
I think it might be like
Cape Cod chips are kettle cooked. Kettle Brand chips. I mean, you would think
done in peanut oil or something like that.
You would think they would have to be.
Yeah,
if they're called kettle. Because when I first read kettle, I was thinking Crunchers brand because of the K.
Yes, because wasn't Crunchers originally like an elephant mascot?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I just remember like a black bag that was the chips bursting out of it.
Yes.
Wait, are you saying it was an elephant?
I thought it was like an elephant because I think it had something to do with the fact that they were cooked in peanut oil. Maybe that was why. I'm not 100% certain. My mom probably got them from either CB's or Cup Foods.
So I think that you might be a little crazy.
Okay, that's fine. We're talking about potato chips tonight, kids.
Because this is what is happening? Too many things. This is the bag I remember.
Okay, yeah.
When we were kids.
I remember the black one. The green one, I believe, was jalapeno, and the red one, I think, was like barbecue.
The yellow one was fantastic. I mean, the green one was fantastic. The jalapeno was fantastic. Well, here's a commercial. Hold on. Let's see if your peanut.
No more Ruby chips. It's only 10 years old, this bag. It's still good to go. It's still sealed.
Let's see if your elephant shows up in this commercial from 1989. I don't think that peanut oil was like a major selling point of this. If you can remember a peanut mascot for a chip, leave a comment. Let us know what Alex is thinking of.
Yeah. For some reason I thought I don't know. Something about that. So Yeah, so Kettle Brand, I guess, is another type of like you can definitely tell that they're much harder of a crisp. There's definite kind of resistance to it when you try to bite in through any type of like kind of like kettle, I guess it's some sort of like kettle corn, like kettle chips of some sort. Probably the way that they're cooked and such like that.
Senpai.
Yes. Oh,
is this what you're thinking of?
I think so.
It wasn't a mascot. It was just a commercial.
Okay. It was a commercial.
Yeah.
Cooked in peanut oil.
But so, yeah, it was just a commercial element.
Okay, so
it was a one-off.
Okay. Still.
Yeah, no, I am very impressed.
Did I ever tell you that I was on an episode of Wild Chicago? That's my claim to fame. They came to the Villa Park Library because they were going to have Klingons show up there, which were basically just people from like a local Star Trek fandom chapter that do the whole Klingon thing. And there was the original Klingons from Kirk and then the Next Generation ones. And there it is, yes.
It took me a while to find this because the file name, like, it's not named after Wild Chicago.
Wild Chicago, yeah.
It just says Villa Park Library, Villa Park, Illinois.
Yeah, and Will Klinger went through the whole process, and he got the makeup and the outfit and stuff, and it was really cool.
The important thing, though,
right there,
is this shot.
Yeah.
Now, can anyone spot a certain famous podcast host?
A future legend of the
future legend
genre.
Is it that?
Yes, that's me. And my brother's to my right.
Oh, where?
To my right.
Oh,
a blonde kid.
Yeah. Little baby.
Yeah. That's for like our subreddit.
Yeah, right. Our kettle cooked chips are my favorite version of potato chips, though. To be clear, I think that they have that true potato. It's like the closest to those butterfly chips that you're going to get in potato form. It's like you're eating a real potato.
So you just need to have the Ruffles company make Ruffles baked in peanut oil.
There we go.
And you'd be good. You'd be good for the rest of your life.
Because the thing is that the kettle chips, like Kettle Brand and Crunchers, those you can tell are one continuous piece of potato. Whereas all the other, like Lay's and Ruffles, it's a little suspicious of how much
how many potatoes
are in this chip.
Yeah, in that chip. So we're moving on to some other big regional type of players here. Cape Cod dominates New England. Cape Cod, I always remember them from childhood as my first introduction to white cheddar popcorn, which is what I've always associated the Cape Cod brand because they also had the lighthouse on the bag. I can't say I've ever had their potato chips, but I do love their white cheddar popcorn.
Their chips, I'll have to try their popcorn, but their chips are another example of kettle cooked, and they are good. I highly recommend them, and they're a pretty big brand that you can find anywhere. At least I don't know. I shouldn't say anywhere, but I think they're a national brand at this point.
The next grouping we have is on the Carolinas and the Virginia, Maryland grouping. In light pink there, we've got, I don't think they're called Oots. I think they're called Utz.
I always said Utz.
Utz.
But I don't know if I'm right now that you say that.
They do make a lot of different types of snack foods. We have purchased some of their mini pretzels, but the thing that we are very big fans on, along with the boys, are the big tubs, plastic containers of the cheese balls that we always get from Menards.
Oh yeah, it's
whenever
everybody's.
we go in there for pneumatic, drills and stuff like that.
Menards has one of the best food sections of a hardware store.
Of a non-grocery store.
Bath savings are on at Menards. Stop in for super low prices on a wide assortment of Elger bath products. Drop-in sinks are just $36.79. Toilets start at $59.
Menards is like the food that they stock at Menards. I'm always like, how is there enough cash flow for these companies to exist? Because there are brands that you've never heard of that basically you only see in a Menards or similar hardware stores that sell food. And it's like, who's the parent company that's subsidizing this? Because they can't, like the pizza brands are all random, weird companies. Like the frozen pizzas are weird. You go to the spice section, it's all weird flavor, like weird companies.
Yeah.
The pickles are weird companies. It's all stuff you've never heard of. So where does it come from?
They know their market demographic is just a bunch of dudes coming in there, and they're like, "I'm just here for a new air compressor, and while I'm at it, I'll get a giant tub of cheese balls and some pickled eggs, and I'm good."
That's what I mean. The pickled eggs. It's like it's no one you've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Where do they come from?
I don't know. I mean, if you want to get even more crazy, fun stuff, you do a deep dive at places like Rural King or Farm and Fleet or Tractor Supply or something like that. So that's always a fun trip to take. So beyond that, then we move a little bit north to Pennsylvania and New Jersey, and that's where I think it's called Hers potato chips. I believe, speaking of Menards, I've purchased their potato chips from Menards, and they always have, I'm not 100% certain, but I believe it's the same brand that does like very unique flavors. Like they've done like a sirloin steak flavor. They've done like a grilled sweet corn flavor potato chip. They've done like a baby back ribs, like a sweet barbecue flavored chips. They have their big thing is like the unique flavored type of potato chips. And from what I can recall, I believe they're a similar Ruffles looking type of potato chip.
Here's what we got for Hers or Hares or Airs.
Ooh, smoked brisket. Yep, there we go. They have some fun flavors.
Game Day Variety Pack. Okay, potato chips.
Mm-hmm. Old Bay flavor.
Old Bay. It's funny. I still have a thing of Old Bay that an ex-girlfriend from college left in my apartment after we broke up. It's a big thing of Old Bay. She was from Maryland, so
next time I'm over,
she just carried Old Bay with. No, I use it.
Just put it. Oh, okay, good.
I'm just saying it's. I'm one person, and like I put it on my popcorn actually. So yeah, but the chip. Oh, so they have different. Yeah, they got wavy chips. So this looks kind of like their Ruffles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, they got some solid flavors. Definitely good flavors. I would definitely agree with this. Dill pickle and stuff like that. So
I definitely agree with this.
Yep. And then we also have another decent sized group there. They're called Boulder Canyon. I would assume they're probably based out of Colorado because that would make the most sense with the name. They're also very popular in both Oklahoma and Florida, which is quite a big distance from that. I would think that maybe something else would be popular there, but as we've seen, a lot of these large groups are kind of spread out throughout the country.
Boulder Canyon is yet another kettle chip company.
Okay, so we're seeing a definite trend of both kettle chips and some ridged style potato chips.
Looks like they tend to use different types of oil. This is a little interesting.
Okay. It's like a gourmet type.
We got an olive oil. We got an avocado oil.
Oh. Very, very chic. Hot honey. Okay, they're on the hot honey bandwagon.
Very trendy right now. Mm-hmm. Let's see if you were right about Boulder, Colorado. Where's do they have about us? It looks like Boulder. They got mountains.
Oh, they're actually, if you scroll down, they have our picture right there.
Oh. Is this all just a big advertisement for Boulder Canyon chips, Alex? Did you take
I was on the phone last week with somebody from a certain potato chip company, which I will not divulge.
They're
actually
related to Utz.
Oh, interesting.
So that might just be their distributor.
Possibly, yeah.
Where Boulder Canyon is who wanted to create a healthier but delicious snack, huh?
Shall we view more? Let's view some more.
In the beginning.
Well, the background looks like Colorado.
It does. They're saying that they wanted to use better for you oils like olive oil and avocado oil. I have to say that I am a big fan of avocado as a air fryer
Aficionado
aficionado connoisseur. Avocado oil is a good high smoke point oil, very light flavor, so it doesn't fuck up your cooking, and kind of a neutral oil. And it's a good all-purpose. Olive oil is good, but the smoke point is lower, I think. I think it's like 50 degrees lower. Lower. Sorry, I got lawsuits on the brain.
I guess they're probably, it's probably someplace in Colorado.
Why won't they tell us? Why won't they tell us?
There should be like a contactor or something like that.
Why are they hiding? Ads and tracking, privacy policy. Wonder if on Instagram. Let's see if they have like a locator. I have to stop using this. Nope. All right. Well, hey, if you know where Boulder Canyon is from, please let us know.
Yeah. We'll just kind of say the general Colorado vicinity, I guess.
We don't know if they're in Colorado at all. There's nothing that says it's in Colorado besides you're assuming that Boulder means the city.
So they joined in February of 2009. I'm guessing that was like when Twitter started.
Well, this I think is because there's no public tweets anymore. Remember?
Oh, okay.
Or they may have done something where they don't like Elon and they deleted their tweets, or they seem like the kind of company that might do that. I am upset that I don't know where these people are from. All right, hold on. This is annoying me.
I love the way that one guy's not even looking at the camera. He's just staring off with his head in a bag.
75 years later.
The information is not on Boulder on this website. It is cited on Designalytics, which is some kind of retail website or whatever. They're from Boulder, Colorado. Long story short.
Okay. But it's so funny that you have to go through this insane rabbit hole to try to find out
all
where
I wanted
from.
to know, in 2017, Utz Quality Foods acquired Boulder Canyon, a Colorado-based manufacturer of salty snacks. There we go. That's all I needed. And so it's all about how they changed their designs of their bags, but it's the only place I could find this information. So good job.
Okay.
Fuck your chips.
Okay. So, so we now know about Boulder Canyon. We've got a few more left over that are kind of very state specific. We have up in North Dakota and Minnesota a brand called Old Dutch. I've never had it before. I've never heard of it before.
Do we want to guess if they're
Amish?
kettle cooked?
I would say probably yes. That's probably their number one seller if they have anything selling.
Old Dutch chips. What do we got? Well, they're part of a company called Old Dutch Foods.
Okay.
Long way since humble beginnings as a modest potato chip business run out of a garage in Minnesota.
Ooh.
They kind of look...
Like
this
Lay's?
This looks like something you would find at some gas station for like 25 cents. Oh, this looks different.
I love their website. It's got very 2008 vibes.
See this?
Yeah, that looks the kind of stuff like they have like the pull rack, like the pull.
Yeah, and they'd be like
end cap thing.
It'd be like 25 cents for 4 bags or something.
Yeah.
Well, they do have kettle chip versions, but these do not look.
Barrel of Fun.
Oh wait, what are we supposed to be looking at? What happened? Where did we get to Barrel of Fun?
Old Dutch.
Well,
I guess it's veggie puff corn. That's definitely gas station
here we
tier.
go.
Okay. they must probably just distribute in that region.
It still has
I've
that
never seen it
vibe.
before.
It still has that vibe of discount chip.
Discount gas station chip, yeah. Yeah, and they're probably perfectly fine, but
I'm saying it doesn't mean they don't taste good.
right.
Doesn't mean I couldn't work my way through an entire family size lonely bag of it.
Although they have a low sodium version of their potato chips, and that's an automatic point deduction for me. I cannot accept that. If you're going to be eating that type of stuff, just go full hog or don't even deal with it.
I don't approve of this Rip-Ol low sodium.
Rip-L?
Yeah, Rip-L.
R.I.P. Yeah, so I guess that's the thing. We've also got...
I guess that's a thing. That's the journalism people expect.
Yeah. Down in Louisiana, and also very popular in Georgia, we've got Zapp's. I have seen Zapp's in the stores and also in gas stations. Their big thing is, I believe they're also kettle cooked chip, and they have like a New Orleans
it's called like
type of seasoning.
Calypso or something. Like, what's the their famous one?
Zydeco?
Calliope?
It's not Calliope.
No, I swear it's Voodoo.
Voodoo chips, yes.
Not Calypso,
yes.
Voodoo chips. Yeah. That seems
Voodoo
to be
chips.
their claim to fame is the Voodoo. Occasionally see them offered at sandwich places in Chicago. If I see it, I get it. I go for the Voodoo chips. It's an interesting flavor.
Yeah. Yep. So like I said, those are popular just Louisiana because of course New Orleans. Georgia also kind of jumps a couple states that are dominated by both Pringles and Ruffles. A bit of a surprise. We've got all the way in the Hawaiian Islands, the Hawaiian kettle style potato chips. I have had them before, the sweet Hawaiian onion flavor, which is actually pretty good.
Like Hawaiian bread.
Yeah. Like King's Hawaiian or just like their own, not brand name necessarily, but like, those are pretty solid. Although I think you're paying like $7 or $8 for a bag just because it's Hawaii, of course, and everything there is expensive, especially potatoes.
Wait, so you're saying that they don't make their own chips in Hawaii? They have to import them from the mainland?
I think they have to import the potatoes.
America toasts a bright new day with King's Hawaiian bread.
And then last but not least, Michigan, both the Maine Peninsula and then the UP, have a brand of potato chip called Better Made, and that's kind of I'm not down with that name.
No, neither am I.
It sounds very I don't know, self-helpish.
I think
a self-help potato chip.
I kind of think that it sounds like baking goods. Like here's our pre-made batter for a cake.
Yes, like Duncan Hines,
or like it'd be spelled like Better MAID, something like that, and it'd be like, oh, Better Made.
Yummy. I think that's probably just a Michigan thing. So a lot of people in that state will just gravitate towards that. I've been to Michigan a few times and I've never really come across them or noticed them. But if it's there, if they have a preference for that, they're probably kettle chips. So what we can pretty much take from this is that while Ruffles is the top dog in the country in terms of brand, in terms of the type of chip, I would probably have to say that the kettle chips are the probably dominant one after the Ruffles rich type of chip.
Like the more discerning, all of us in the Midwest like our basic God-fearing Ruffles, but then you go to the coasts and they're like, ooh, we need fancy kettle chips, like a bunch of pretentious dickheads out there.
Yeah. Or you go to Missouri and they say, you want Pringles? I like Pringles. And they pop it and just go,
they're from space.
Look at them, they're curved.
Didn't Lay's do a Pringles knockoff?
Yes, they did, and they came in this weird plastic blue. It was like the tube, like the can, but the canister. But it was like plastic pushed in type of thing.
Blue plastic tube thing.
Mm-hmm.
Stacks.
Yeah. I don't think they lasted for long because it's like if you're trying to compete with. Oh,
they're still they're still around.
At a gas station near you. Out of stock. $38, dear Lord. Or maybe they just haven't updated their website.
Jewel Osco has it.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Dollar Tree has it.
Target
has
the label.
It. The other Dollar Tree has it.
I guess they have it. I just don't understand. I'm not certain who would choose to get the Lay's brand of
we should give it a whirl.
Potato flake chips over.
We should give it a whirl. See what the dark side of space chips and tubes have to offer.
The bizarro version of the Pringles Superman. That's weird. Yeah, stacks. I'm not a fan of that.
Pringles Superman.
It just looks weird. Like how Pringles is Superman, and then like the dark side version of there's Ultraman, but then there's also like Bizarro is like the alternate universe version of Superman.
Gotcha.
Sorry. But yeah, so that's kind of what, in case anybody was wondering or was curious, that was your top brands of potato chips for last year in 2024. So we'll probably come back next summer and talk about this past year's preferential chips.